Well, welcome. This is an epic unboxing because this is an epic game. This is called Mechs versus Minions, put out by a company known to many, Riot Games, and they publish or produce the top-selling, I believe, online multiplayer battle game called League of Legends, of which my three boys, two in particular, have played quite a bit. I have not played it, and don't plan on playing it, but I am going to play this one. So Mechs vs. Minions came out earlier this year, and when it did, it sold 30,000 copies almost immediately. So the first run and the first batch went out about 3 months ago, I think. And then they announced they could do a second wave. I ordered this game November the 28th, right after Thanksgiving, having just heard of it then. Kind of late to the game. And it arrived about a week and a half ago. So pretty good turnaround, I would say. It's an amazing game. I've looked inside of it already, so this is an unboxing mainly for you guys, as I've already seen it. This is all embossed here. It's all embossed. Well, actually, yeah, it's all embossed. And it looks like it's indented here in different places. That's made to look that way. It's not. This is all good. Just made to look that way. It looks like it's forged out of iron here. I'm going to show you the back, and hopefully nothing spins out of it. My boys are watching football, so you'll have to understand that. Okay, here's the back. And so right away, I'll kind of center this as much as I can. I think I can go a little further over here with it. Give you an idea of the back. This is number 20,650 of 30,000 in wave one. Okay, so the 30,000 did not quite sell out. I got in on the back side 20,650 out of 30,000. They're all numbered copies. This is a limited print run for the first wave anyway. There may be another wave later. Just let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here, or at least focus it a little bit so you can take a look at it. I'm going to read this letter here that's on the back. It says, "Congratulations, you have been handpicked to join the inaugural class of the super prestigious and exclusive program Rumble's Intense Training of Programmable Lab Suits. This is a really big deal. At this esteemed institute that is ultra-selective and very hard to get into, we will show you how to pilot and program your own mechanized lab suit, or Mech for short. And you will be one of these four characters, and my boys can tell you the names of all of them. I don't know any of them. I kind of like this dude, but each one of my boys has kind of a preference for the ones they like, and I don't think they're the same, which is even better. Now keep in mind, any nincompoop can weld a couple of pieces of metal together and call it a mech. But the real magic, the artistry, comes in programming a mech. So that's why the dean and headmaster himself has decided to teach you the right way to do it. That's Rumble. He's the dean and headmaster of this particular endeavor. What else does our campus have to offer, you might ask? Well, lots. Some of the neat amenities include workshops in which to build a custom mech that matches your personality, a world-class and super elite staff of teachers who will teach you how to program your own mech, plenty of spare parts scavenged from all corners of Runeterra. That must be the land of League of Legends, are already lying around campus to build said mechs, a mysterious power source that is completely safe to power all of this stuff we have at the school. Bathrooms for both male and female yordles that are different rooms, and lots of other stuff, really cool stuff. So please cordially accept this invitation to come to my school. It will be lots of fun. What could go wrong? Nothing. So definitely come. We're exclusive. Thank you and congratulations, Rumble." That's how we enter. And these four are entering the school, and I'm sure the things are not going to go well, because I already know from watching a couple of gameplays of this that that's not going to happen. So Mechs vs. Minions is a cooperative tabletop experience for 2 to 4 players set in the League of Legends universe. Players take on the role of 4 yordles who must work together, program their mechs, and face off against a threat that, if left unopposed, could spell doom for all of Runeterra. That's kind of cool. And there's a bunch of stuff that it says is in here. But rather than go through this list, let's open it up, because the quality of this stuff is pretty amazing. So let me flip this over and hope that not too many things get disturbed along the way. Well, it's packaged pretty nice from what I saw. Sorry about that. Reaching over the tripod here to do this. This lid and this quality cardboard is exceptionally good, by the way. Spooky, but good. All right. Here we go. Here's another letter from Rumble. And you can tell it's official because he's got his seal on it. So here's what it says. Congratulations. You may or may not be able to read this. As a founder, chairman, and dean of Rumble's intense training of programmable lab suits, allow me to first congratulate you on your acceptance into the inaugural class of this soon-to-be mega-prestigious institution. Within these walls, or if you are a correspondence student, within the box, you will find everything you need to become anywhere from the second best to the fifth best mech pilot in all of Runeterra. Aim high, students. I'll hold this up here. Or for your own safety, we must insist that you open the materials provided only when specifically instructed to do so. Any unauthorized access will be dealt with most harshly and will go on to your permanent record. Well, we don't want that. So take the first steps on your path to embetterment-tude with the Master Mechanic tutorial. Master Mechanic, got it, tutorial. And be sure to bring the Master Mechanic field guide and textbook at all times. These two will be enough to get started. Do not open any envelopes or buy all that is good in the world, that metal crate. We've had one accident already. Trust me, the time to open these will come soon enough. Once again, welcome, congratulations, and good luck. You'll need it. Sincerely and with great humility, despite all my epic achievements, Rumble, Dean and Headmaster. And this is on pretty thick paper. Oh, to-do list. Start a school, invite students. Tristana, must be somebody he likes. Herner, Dummy, Ziggs, Meister. Timo, oh, he's listing what students he wants to invite. I think those are the ones he invited. Those are the 4 that are in here. Learn how to run a school. Why is power source ticking? He doesn't have any answers for those yet. Interesting on the back of the hat. I hadn't seen that. Okay. So here's the Master Mechanic tutorial, which looks like a text type book. And in it, full color explanation of various things. Do not turn the page until all crystal shards are destroyed. So we're not going to do that. But it gives you an idea of what's what. So that's the tutorial. We'll play that first. This is Christmas Eve day, by the way. This is such a big box that we decided we didn't want to try to wrap this thing. Hence, we gave it to them this afternoon. Now, they're all sick, or 2 out of 3 are sick. So hopefully it'll be better tomorrow, and I will have a chance to learn this game, or learn enough of it so that we can just play it tomorrow rather than have to get hung up on, what to do. Although it seems pretty straightforward. And the Board Game Geek is a nice website to go to. Most of you already know that, but for those who don't, it gives you kind of a rating of what they think of it, and then what players think of it, and then also a complexity rating out of a possible, I believe, 4 or 5. And this is like 2 point something, so it shouldn't be that difficult to learn. And this has got a table of contents, which is always appreciated because you can look stuff up. And this gives you specifics on how to play. Not that thick of a manual, so that's good. I've got ones that are 40 pages thick. This is not that. And then a Rumble's Pro Tips on how to play, which gives you 6 phases and maybe something else, we don't know. You get the player phase, the minion phase, and the danger phase. On the back, the command cards, apparently 12 of them, and each one does something different. We'll get into that once we start playing the game. But this is a programmable game, meaning that these cards tell you, sort of like Robo Rally or something like it, where the cards tell your mech what it will do. You're programming it. And as you program it, it does certain things, whether that be to move forward, move back, turn, reverse, that type of thing. So you can turn the mech, as it says here, move the mech, or attack with the mech, and there are cards that do all of those. How you sequence those will determine whether you attack first and then move, or move then attack, and so on and so forth. Now, the quality of the pieces in this, let me take this off, because I think once I remove the glare from this plastic sheet, you'll be able to better see what I'm talking about here. So this is an epic unboxing, hence it's going to take me a little bit to do it, but I think it'll be worthwhile by the time we're done. All right, now you can see these pieces much better. And I'll get to these in a minute. These are the main figures, but you can just get an idea of the minions that are in this game. These are the minions that are in the entire game, and they also match up, I'm told, with those in League of Legends. So, kind of cool. Got their shield and their whatever's on their head here. They're cool looking though, and they do all fit in the exact same way, so that's pretty easy to do. Next, you've got these high quality metal pieces that keep track of probably turns or something. I'm not really sure, and they just kind of fit in there. And then you've got these coins, which are metal. I don't know what the significance of these are, but there's 4 of them. And I think, well, they're all different. Or are they? Maybe not. They're all a little different. The symbols on the tops are a little different, but the backs are the same. I don't know what that means. Then over here, you've got you got a die up here in the corner. The 2 of them, they're both, I think, the same. There's one down here in this corner too, and it's just a perfect place for it to fit. And that looks like this. So I have no idea what all this stuff means, but and these are all indented or embossed, whatever you want to call it, engraved, which makes it doesn't wear off as quickly as if they just put it on the surface. These are quality dice. It's like it's about an 8-sided die, maybe, or more than that, 10-sided. And then you've got over here 2 just traditional, again, not just printed on, but actually indented down in, which is nice. You can always take a Sharpie or something down into there if the color ever fades, but it doesn't fade very easily on something like this. These are grayish, which I kind of like. 2 of those. You've got these things down here. These little purple, high quality thick plastic gems of some sort. I don't know what these do exactly, but I'm sure that and they fit pretty much perfectly over the little things that are on. So they took a lot of care in this game to actually figure out how to do this so that it goes like that, so that they fit nicely and don't go anywhere like that. This is the box you're not supposed to open. We'll just take a quick look at it. It's large. It has a do not open thing over it until it's time, and you can see whatever's inside of it is trying to bust out. There's some sort of a creature in there, I can tell you that, but I don't know what it is. That goes back there until it's time to use it. Then over here on the other side, we have the 4 major characters. Let me show you those. Oh, a couple guys did come out when I moved this. To be expected, I suppose. Easy enough to put back in, but there we go. That's pretty good. All right. Very good. Here's the 4 major characters. Again, we'll get rid of the glare by taking this very nicely made and pretty thick plastic piece. Each one of these has a little logo or on them which represent each of these 4 guys. And these are painted. And if you've ever purchased anything or seen anything that's painted, these things usually go for a pretty good amount of money. This is pretty good quality. My boys recognize these characters right away. I couldn't tell you who they are, but they're painted correctly. They're solid. They're on a nice base. They have a pretty good heft to them, which is nice. And like I said, each one goes in their appointed spot here. Take a quick peek at each one of them. Really nice quality. Nice paint jobs on them. I like the fact that this game shouldn't need an expansion. The only thing that maybe it could do is add more missions. That might be kind of cool. So let me do this. Let me seal this back up again and show you the next layer. There's a few layers to this. Okay, next layer. The next layer contains just minions. So, not going to do much with this other than just to show you there's a lot of minions in this game. They're all fit in there nicely into these compartments. They're all the same. So let's put that on top of the other one. And they do stack. And a couple more came out when I flipped that board. That's okay though. Easy enough to put them back in. I kind of want to go back in easily enough. And like I said, they all fit in. Once you see kind of the way they're doing it, it's not hard to figure out how to put them back in. Yeah. Like that. And then like that. All right. And they all go pretty flat. What's nice about this is you've got all these top secret, these are all sealed missions. So after you play the tutorial, it's going to ask you, and these feel different. All of them feel different. I don't know what's in these. Obviously, there's some sort of a rule, and maybe some extra things that go with it, because some of them are thicker than others. So, and they're not in any order that I know of. So I'm sure the game will tell me what. They were in order, but I shuffled them around a little bit. So all those are top secret missions that we will eventually get to as we go through the game. Each one sealed, as I said, and there are about a dozen of them. And they could easily come out with another one of these, just one of these type. And we'll peel this off, peel this level off, get to the next level. You see why this is an epic unboxing. Now you've got some other things down here. These are cards, programming cards that program your mechs to do a number of different things, to move, to attack, and so on. So that's that. You've got a timer, because the interesting thing in this game is a quality timer too. You get 1 minute to make your choices. What will happen is these cards get flipped over. Whether you play with 2, 3, or 4 determines how many cards get flipped. And when these cards get flipped over, you flip over this timer, and you've got 1 minute in which to choose what card is going to go where on your battle board. And everybody's choosing at the same time. So there might be some discussion there that says, hey, I'll take this one because I'm going to do this. But you don't have a lot of time to discuss it, because 1 minute is going to go by pretty quickly. There are 4 battle boards here. These are wrapped up, but they're thick. Actually, yeah, there's 4 battle boards. You can see how thick they are here, I think. Get some idea anyway. They're pretty thick. So they're going to stay nice, I think. Down here you've got another deck of cards. I don't know what these do. They have different symbols on them. This may be some sort of damage thing. Not really sure. Reorder your command line, swap slots 1 and 2. That'll glitch you up, and that's not a good thing. So these are maybe glitch cards of some sort, cards that'll cause you to screw up. There's more minions down here. There's some sort of a bomb. At least that looks like a bomb to me. That probably comes into play at some point. By the way, my minute's been up. Put that back in there. Put the cards back in there. I don't know what this is for. There's an extra spot for cards. It may be that you actually use this bottom tray to enhance gameplay. I'm not really sure. Then there's a bunch of stuff you punch out here, as there normally is, but not that much. Just this. Well, actually, there aren't any. Even better. Here's a Doom tracker, and then runes. That may be the purple things that I showed you earlier, and then minion kills. Yeah, these do not punch out. This is an actual board to use for gameplay. even nicer, because if I ever don't have to punch stuff out, I'm a happy camper. And then you've got the game boards, and there are, I think, 6 of these. 5 of these. 5 of these, but they are two-sided. And then you got some other stuff in the bottom. I don't know what those are. This is some sort of a pretty thick tile. Everything in here is quality. And this is another thing that's pretty thick. And then you've got these, I don't know if you can tell, but these are shiny, these runes areas. I guess you can right there. They're shiny, and this is one side of the board, then you've got a separate side of the board, which is totally different. 5 of these. So these will start out with maybe one tile, and then eventually grow to perhaps multiple tiles with many different things on them, like, for instance, oil slicks that may cause some challenges, lava. Just an amazing game here. It's made a lot of people's top 10s for the year. I can tell you from a value standpoint and a quality standpoint, it'd be hard not to put it in your top 10. It's just that nice. Everything fits, I would say, pretty well perfectly for where it needs to go. Let's see here. See if I can put this back in some sort of order to the way I found it. Yes, so far. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Nice. Nice. I'm going to leave out, I think, these manuals. I'm going to read them, except for the letter, which I'll put back in. I'll probably put it back in all for now. That is Mechs and Minions. I hope I gave you a pretty good look at it and a pretty good idea of what it's about. Really high quality. Looking forward to playing this tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to read through some things today, learn the game, though it seems pretty simple. And then tomorrow, we'll actually play. So if you're interested in a playthrough on this, let me know. I'll be happy to do that. Or at least a walkthrough of how to play, if not an actual game. And that's it. Kept it under 25 minutes, which for a game of this size and magnitude was probably pretty good. Take care, guys.